The euphoric chaos of the wrestling universe, where dreams fuse with reality, where warriors forge their legacies within the squared circle. Welcome to Marvelous Minds, Conversations with Creatives. I'm your guide through this riveting journey, the one and only Marvelous Marty McFly. And today we are diving into the world of a Michigan-made heartthrob, Roddy Suavino. Let's dive right in, shall we?
Let's go.
Okay, awesome. Well, Roddy, you recently graduated from the House of Truth Wrestling. Let's touch on some of your accomplishments. So you were student champ a few times. You also placed first for running the ropes 70 times. That's pretty impeccable. That's a pretty impeccable display of stamina, if you ask me. What other sports have you participated in?
Growing up, I started playing baseball. I did track middle school, track in high school, and then when I got to high school,
Mm-hmm.
it was all wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, I figured that if I do wrestling, then at least it's a start to something. How they did.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So you mentioned Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. Now, you also mentioned that you did baseball and then wrestling in high school. Are there any lessons or values from the previous sports that you participated in that you believe are critical in the world of wrestling or apply to your ethics of wrestling, so to say?
Don't stay anywhere that you're not happy with. I was on a couple teams in high school with my talents being wasted,
Okay.
my potential being stunted by a coach
Okay.
who didn't understand what he had on the team. So I stayed there. I got my playing time, but I was not happy.
Okay. So definitely go where you're appreciated.
Yep.
Yeah, and then even with that, you really get an opportunity to display your true showcase of talent because you're more comfortable and confident in who you are and then the environment as well.
Oh,
So yeah,
yes.
I can definitely agree with that. That's pretty cool. So now paint a vivid picture of the moment the spark was lit in you to actually pursue a career in professional wrestling.
That I would say was just getting a confirmation from my cousin.
Okay.
My cousin who got me into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I told him that, hey, I'm about to start this training class, and he was like, man, you can go all the way. You just gotta go out there and figure out who you want to be. So that's when that spark came, and I knew that if I keep putting everything in, it's
It'd
gonna
be
happen.
undeniable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. So if you could pick any historical venue to host a wrestling event, where would it be?
Historical venue. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Halloween Havoc. We're talking WrestleMania, ECW, the Ballroom Edition. I mean, what we're talking here.
This is gonna be kind of cheesy, but I will hold it in my high school gym
Okay.
just so I can have a hometown love. Honestly.
Okay. I can rock with that. I can rock with that. That's pretty cool. If you were a manager, who would you choose to manage and why?
Now, I thought it would be Carmelo Hayes.
Okay.
I thought that would be the case, but probably like LA Knight, even though he doesn't need it,
Yeah.
or Pretty Deadly.
Okay.
Nice little tag team.
Mm-hmm.
They need me.
Of
They
course.
could use me.
Of
Like
course.
beautiful guys. I got a beautiful voice. I got a beautiful camera presence.
Mm-hmm.
Take them to the next level.
The next level is what they need, and they need you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there
I
you
was already
go.
in the WWE.
Right. So describe your character. Excuse me. Describe your character in 3 words.
Confident,
Okay.
relentless, durable.
Durable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So now let's dive a little deeper, shall we? So how do you balance your personal life with the demands of being a professional wrestler?
It was kind of tedious at first. I'm trying to figure out how to dedicate 4 hours of my life post work.
Mm-hmm.
But once I realized that I can practice my wrestling skills while at work, talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
my character each day based on my mood too,
Mm-hmm.
it made it a little bit more fun. It made me
Okay.
able to realize that I don't have to be in just wrestling to focus on wrestling.
Absolutely. So
I
you can
can,
just. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, you're good. But I can have it everywhere in my life. I just got to be able to see what I can do with it.
Awesome. Okay. Definitely. So, what's the most surprising or unexpected thing about being a professional wrestler, in your opinion?
Signing autographs right now,
Okay.
like coming up and having like shirts or pictures getting signed, like that's still like it's unreal to me. I
Yeah.
don't feel like I should be doing it, but sometimes I am lucky enough to be able to do it,
Yeah.
and just like knowing like that brought happiness to a fan.
That's
So
pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, how do you prepare both physically and mentally for a match?
physically, I gotta really do much. Look at me.
Okay, valid.
Mentally though, a couple songs. One of my favorite songs, Kid See Ghost, Kanye West, Kid Cudi. Shout
Okay.
out. Um, Another way mentally, I'll hang around like a good group of guys in the locker room.
Okay.
Um, Talk to them, go over what the match should be, how we think, well, how we think what we're gonna do in the match, pretty much.
Okay. Just iron and sharpening iron. You'll definitely say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now, wrestling often involves working closely with other performers. How do you build your chemistry and trust with other opponents and also partners?
With me, I like to try and spend a little time with them one on one, joke around, build a close bond, just so we can start building a type of chemistry. Um, a little side note for like today, me and my partner we didn't see each other probably in about 3 weeks since the last show,
Mm-hmm.
and had like 20 minutes before the match, we just joked, kicked it, gave each other some hugs, and understood that hey, we got to see together.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you touched on it a little bit in regards to signing autographs, but how do you feel about the responsibility that comes with being a role model for younger fans?
With my character right now, with who I am right now, I'm glad to be a role model.
Mm-hmm.
But a year from now, 2 years, I'm not sure what I can tell.
Okay. What's your perspective on the current evolution of wrestling in terms of diversity and representation?
Wrestling right now is incredible. Just thinking back, just thinking back 15, 20 years ago to who's main eventing pay per views now, who's getting camera time, who are the champions, who's going over on certain people who normally wouldn't go over, like Sasha Banks
Mm-hmm.
and Bianca Belair headlining WrestleMania.
Yeah, absolutely.
The most memorable moment probably in my life right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I had some tears coming out.
Okay. No shame in the game.
But that was awesome. And then to see a bunch of people like myself in the wrestling community here in
Absolutely.
Michigan, I wasn't expecting it honestly. So just to be around and see that there's a lot more of us is very wholesome.
Yes. I can definitely agree. Just being a advocate or like more so just being a fan, a wrestling junkie, so to say. I definitely have noticed the culture, so to say, just uplift more and just kind of take over almost. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, final question for you:
Yep.
what specific achievements do you hope to reach in the next phase of your wrestling career?
Well, the next phase is to get rookie of the year,
Okay.
and then after that, looking at some titles around his waist.
Okay.
But rookie of the year is the main accomplishment that I'm looking for right now.
Okay. To piggyback off of that, are there any promotions in which you're looking to work with?
Coming 2024, the biggest promotion I would like to work with would be IWR,
Okay.
and then get out of state. I'm not really sure about any that's out of state, honestly, but that's where I'm planning to go next year. Out of state, IWR.
Okay. Sound like a plan.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on another edition of Marvelous Minds Conversations with Creatives. Today, we delved into the fascinating world of wrestling with our sensational guest, Roddy. Remember, the ring just isn't a battlefield, it's a canvas where creatives paint their stories. I'm Marty McFly, and until next time, keep the passion alive and let your imagination soar in and out of the ring. Stay marvelous.